I am not in the mood for this right now. There's a lot of home stuff I've been dealing with, so let's just make this as easy as possible. God damn it, I said to make this easy!
Some viewers may find this disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
This episode was on my top 25 disturbing episodes list, where I said that for many of them, I didn't know whether they were good or bad because a lot of the episodes did blur the lines. This obviously wasn't one of those episodes. Actually, I don't think that adequately describes my feelings towards Jeepers, Creepers, Where's Peepers. Besides Boning Buddies, it was my most disliked episode on that list. And it's definitely my least favorite Dexter's Lab episode. I mentioned that like many shows that were artificially extended, Dexter's Lab went through seasonal rot. I suppose it's a good idea to take a closer look at what I mean. The only real difference between this episode and most seasonal rot Dexter's Lab episodes is that this one is only 11 minutes long instead of 7. And oh yeah, most of them don't have a dog being turned inside out. The title card appropriately gives us a bit of foreshadowing when we hear Dee Dee and Kusi's laughter being excessively annoying. Also, that title card is excessively lazy for a show that originally wasn't lazy at all. We enter Dee Dee's imagination land. Keeping the rules of your world intact? What's that? Anyway, there's this thing. He's supposed to be a dog, and apparently he's the boss around here. He also wants everyone to shut up so he can sleep. Then he gets kidnapped. Kusi explains that peepers is very important.
Your mind was a complete blank. But then a miracle. You had an idea, and your idea was peepers.
Why was that represented by a zygote forming? Peepers is the one who built all of Dee Dee's imagination, because it's not like that was the only thing her entire life was focused on. Bottom line, this is a long and convoluted explanation of why a character we've never seen before is important in saving a world that doesn't exist. So they decide to ask Dexter for help.
You know, shut up. 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 You know, shut up.
Yes, let's keep this ear-grating pitch as long as possible. That'll make people laugh. Seriously, this is one of the most painful 10 seconds my ears have felt in quite some time. Kusi steals the giant robot, and Dexter chases after him. And then Dee Dee looks on with a look that screams stupid. Because when this show came back from the dead, it also thought that kids needed to constantly be reminded of the show's formula. If Dee Dee didn't look stupid right there, then the kids at home might think that she's a fucking genius or something. We cut to the infamous anime villain that has absolutely no sense in being here. Dexter's Lab had literally nothing to do with anime.
And with your help, Planet Coos will be destroyed. Never!
Oh, so it's a planet now. Wait, if this is Dee Dee's imagination land, isn't the anime villain imaginary too? Or is this just some outside force that wants to destroy Dee Dee's imagination? Did this episode happen because Dee Dee got into anime? No, that would only happen on a clever show, right? This is especially difficult because not only were the early seasons of Dexter's Lab good, they were also very influential. Everyone was learning their tips and tricks from Dexter's laboratory, even beyond the obvious examples. This is pure crap. So the anime villain pulls the lever and puts Peepers in excruciating pain. I already said this in the top 25 list, but this is going to go on for the rest of the episode, and it's going to be in the background. Not like his pain is fading into the background or anything, he's going to be in excruciating pain, but the episode's just not going to care. That is always a bad way to go. Dexter slaps Kusi and yells at him.
Excuse for stealing highly sensitive equipment.
But creatures...
Why did they pause there? God damn it, if you want to tell a 7-minute story, nothing is stopping you.
destroyed.
No one cares about this imaginary place.
Pointing out your problems doesn't make them go away. Yeah, maybe if a real planet were under some kind of distress, people would have a reason to care. What does it take to get Dexter on board? He sees some fantasy creatures that don't exist get destroyed, and suddenly he's out for revenge. Good God, never give this guy a job giving out bank loans. Let's count the signs of seasonal rot in a show, shall we? Characters being moved wherever the writers want them to. Running jokes that aren't funny.
Stop! You and I do not have a theme song.
Stupid humor about bodily emissions.
Bogies at the 12 o'clock.
Oh yeah? I got boogies at 11.
Being gross whenever possible. And let's not forget being randomly shocking for no good reason. Then we see the anime villain who still doesn't belong here. This guy came out of nowhere and there's no precedent for him to be here. He also starts monologuing, and this goes on for quite some time, until...
Could you just shut up?
Guys, the joke doesn't work if you do that at the end of the monologue. You can only do that joke in the middle of one, or at the very least, show some signs of them getting more and more annoyed. Then the anime villain attacks them, and then the peepers blob awakens. It breaks out of his cage and turns into a giant fleshy dragon.
Gee, Peeps, sure was convenient that you turned into a monster and all.
Never, ever use that word, or people know that your writing is lazy! I was going to let it slide as Peepers being in control of all of Dee Dee's imagination, but no, it's laziness on your end.
We sure are a great action-adventure team, huh, Dex?
Unfortunately, yes.
You didn't do anything! You went in there and just nearly got yourselves killed! The guy you were trying to rescue saved you! You know, that's it. I'm done. See you guys later.